Hello YouTube. Welcome to my new channel. I go by the name of Itami, normally on Twitch, so I decided to keep it to that name. This is the first video for this channel, which is Itami's Exotic Aquatics. I would like you just to know that this is my first time ever building a pond, and I decided to time-lapse it so as to not bore you guys throughout the entire process. But basically, I decided to do this out of inspiration from channels such as Bass Fishing Productions and Rob's Aquatics, because since I was a kid I've always wanted to own fish, but it was just too expensive to get into, and even as an adult it was very hard to do. But as you can tell right now, I'm currently laying down the foundation for the pond by putting a nice pond liner and then using roofing material as a way to reinforce the pond liner to keep it from the St. Augustine grass ripping through and possibly damaging the pond. With that being said, I'm now laying down the actual pond and starting to build the skeleton framework for it so it can, well, be filled up with water and be scaped out the way I wished it to be. I didn't have a lot of money to go through with the entirety of this project, so it's going to be a work in progress as I go, but it is enough for me to start off on this channel to go ahead and start going and hunting for my fish that I wish to put into this pond. Most of the fish that will be going in here will be wild caught, and I can't wait for it to go on these adventures, because this is going to be a new outlet in my life to do on the side when I'm not streaming on Twitch, doing my digital art. So I wanted to do what I've always wanted to do: finally own my own fish army. Now, the reason why I did a voiceover for this video is because, as you can tell, the last 2 weeks here in South Florida, it's been super windy, super breezy, and very little sunlight, so I decided to cut out the audio from the video, speed it up in a time lapse, and let you guys enjoy just seeing the process at a faster rate without the annoyance of wind. As I was getting the skeleton structure finished up, and during the time of my voice recording, I did a little searching around on YouTube to see how many people might have had a pink pond, because the reason why is the Intex pools at this size, at 751 gallons, they were $114 for a blue version. But I was able to acquire this one for $86 on Amazon, which was a huge saving. I don't mind that it's pink in any way, but it's kind of funny that it looks like I will be the first pink pond owner on YouTube and will be a running joke with it. And I really don't mind, because I got it for a steal of a price. Now, as you can see, I started showing off the river rock I'm using. It's a red river rock mixture with some black river stones as well, because I couldn't afford a lot, and they didn't have a lot over at the neighborhood fish farm here in South Florida, which I loved them. They're a great bunch of people, and ironically was owned by my third grade teacher. So, as you can see, we laid down some red river rock. I was not happy that with even the amount that I had, it didn't do much, so I decided to add another bag of gray or black riverstone in there too, just to add a little bit more in there so I can start to build up something as time goes on. From there, I added in a nice dragonstone because it has these nice little porous holes for fish to lay eggs in case I get any fish that want to reproduce. And then I started adding in some, looks like cinder blocks in there, and yes, they are cinder blocks to add as structure for the fish to hide in. As time went on, I did decide to add some plants and everything. You'll see the final product as a still image at the end of the video, as right now the pond is being filled up with water. Now, the pond roughly took about 3 to 4 hours for it to finish filling, so if you thought that this is going to be a fast process, if you guys want to get into this, you got to be a little patient. Now at this point, I'm showing off the filter pump combo. I got a 20-watt pump for a fountain on Amazon for roughly around $80 or $90, and got a PVC pipe stuck in the middle, drilled 2 holes, one for the cord to connect to the solar panel and one to release the rubber hose. On either side, I put about 4 layers of aquarium filtration padding to act as a filter media, and weighed it down with some river stones on the inside when I noticed that it wasn't sinking because it was just too light. From here, I started taking some solution. The solution is to help dechlorinate the water so the fish can not get sick from the chlorine contents that is in our water supply. And I just showed off the bottle so people know what I added in there. Right here is what it's at right now. I have a piece of driftwood in there. I added some nice plants that does not need substrate to grow off of to help, give cover and some food for the live bearing fish. Since this is going to be an ecosystem based pond, it's basically going to be like a natural habitat where fish could eat other fish, which would be like mosquito fish and mollies and whatnot, or just for themselves to hide in. Anyhow, I hope all of you guys enjoyed this video. It wasn't super long, but, I wanted something to introduce my channel with. And if you guys want to help support me and you like my content thus far, you can subscribe, like, and comment down below. It helps out the channel's analytics and will keep us running longer. With that being said as well, if you also want to see me on Twitch, at the time of this video uploading, I will be doing my TGIF stream that I always do every Friday at 7 p.m. EST or 3 p.m. EST, depending on the announcement going out. I hope to see all of you guys again real soon, and if you want to tell me any cool fishing spots you want me to check out here in South Florida, don't be afraid to contact me. My email will be in the description. I hope all of you have a great day, and I will hope to see you all again very soon.